you ever notice how the people who seem financially stable rarely look dramatic? They're not posting screenshots of big wins, they're not talking about massive breakthroughs, but somehow, year after year, they're calmer, less stressed, less reactive. And you wonder, what did they know that I don't? Because from the outside, wealth looks loud. Big investments, big salaries, big risks. But in real life, it's usually quiet. And that's where most of us misunderstand it. We think wealth is built in moments, a promotion, a side hustle that takes off, a lucky investment. But wealth is rarely built in moments. It's built in habits that don't feel important at the time. The first quiet habit is simply spending a little less than you earn consistently. Not dramatically, not painfully, just enough to create a gap. That gap is where your future lives. Most people increase their lifestyle the moment their income increases. The calm ones let their income rise and keep their lifestyle almost the same. The second habit is building an emergency fund before chasing returns. It's not exciting, it doesn't grow fast, but psychologically it changes everything. When you know rent is covered for a few months if something goes wrong, your decisions become less desperate. You stop saying yes to bad jobs. You stop panicking during market dips. The third is automating investments, not because automation is trendy, but because willpower is unreliable. When money moves before you see it, you don't have to fight yourself every month. Compound interest isn't just math, it's patience meeting consistency. Another quiet habit? Avoiding lifestyle debt. Not all debt is evil, but financing things just to look successful creates invisible stress. Monthly payments steal future options. Wealthy people protect optionality. They don't trade it for appearances. There's also the habit of learning slowly, reading about money, understanding taxes, knowing how investing actually works, not obsessively, just steadily. Over time, knowledge reduces fear, and when fear goes down, better decisions follow. Then there's resisting comparison. This one is hard, especially when friends upgrade apartments or cars. But wealth isn't built by keeping up, it's built by defining enough. The moment you decide what enough looks like for you, spending becomes intentional instead of reactive. And maybe the most underrated habit of all, thinking long-term. 5 years, 10 years, not next month, not next quarter. Long-term thinking makes small sacrifices feel logical instead of painful. Here's the turning point most people miss. Wealth isn't really about money, it's about lowering anxiety. It's about buying time, buying choices, buying the ability to say, I don't have to panic. When you build these quiet habits, your life doesn't suddenly look glamorous, but your stress level slowly drops. You sleep better, you argue less about money, you feel more in control. And applying this doesn't require extremes. You don't need to cut out every pleasure. You don't need to double your income overnight. You can start by tracking your spending for a month, building 1 month of emergency savings, automating even a small investment, letting your next raise increase your savings rate instead of your lifestyle. Small moves repeated. The truth is, dramatic financial transformations are rare, but steady ones, they happen all the time, quietly. So if you feel behind, if you feel like you're not making huge leaps, that might actually be okay. Because wealth doesn't shout when it's being built, it whispers. And if you keep listening to those small, steady habits, one day you'll realize something surprising. You're not anxious the way you used to be. And that calm, that's what real wealth starts to feel like.